All right, this is a video for anybody coming to visit Las Vegas for the Halloween weekend and during SEMA. This might be a little bit of a long video, but it's really going to help you. So if this is you or somebody you know, send it to them. Now, I've been living here in Las Vegas and I live just on the other side of the airport, so I've gotten to know my way around town. It's going to be very, very busy because the F1 race is going to happen soon, and they have the whole city messed up. Las Vegas Boulevard, Harmon, Koval, that whole area over there where Bellagio is and all around it, where Planet Hollywood is, it is messed up. Traffic is screwed. You can't get through there, okay? Now, Uber has gotten to be a real problem here. So if you were planning to come and go, oh, I'll just take an Uber, not that easy anymore. Uber is charging extravagant rates during these surge times. I only live 4 miles from the airport, and they'll charge me as much as 40 bucks to go for a ride just during the afternoon. You'll spend a ton of money. That's if you can even get a car, and the taxis cost a lot of money. You're screwed no matter which way you go, folks, because even if you find a room with a really low price or maybe even a free room, they're still going to get you for $40, $50, $60 for the resort fee. There's only a few casinos that still don't charge a resort fee. They also charge for parking. So if you decide that you're going to get a car instead, if you get a car, make sure to get one from the airport or from your hotel, a place that, you know, because if you get a Turo or if you get one from an off-strip area, you're going to have to take a cab or an Uber over there and back, and that's going to cut into your time tremendously, and it's going to cost a lot. So if you're picking up the car at the airport, which is also, you have to take a shuttle over there to pick it up, that's going to take you a couple hours to pick it up and drop it off. But keep in mind, everywhere you go, you got to pay for parking. When you go to a casino or anywhere here, you're going to pay $10, $20, $30, $40 for parking every single time you go. So you're still going to end up paying almost as much by the time you pay $5, $6 a gallon for gas, pay for the rental per day, pay for parking, you know, and then rather than just being dropped off at the front door, you got to go find a parking spot in the garage, and that can take time. So the best thing you can do is figure out exactly where it is that you need to go during the day. If you're just coming here for the heck of it, like if you're coming for Halloween weekend and you're going to be over on Fremont Street and drinking and eating shitty sliders over at White Castle, try to stay over there on the north side. You want to be north of where the Fashion Show Mall is and all the way up. But if you're just planning to do Halloween at Fremont Street, stay really over at Fremont Street, which is basically the ghetto. But let's face it, if you're the kind of person going to Fremont Street for Halloween, you're probably a slob and you're perfectly fine with staying over there in one of those shitholes. Anyway, now, if you want to go to the SEMA show, keep in mind that the SEMA Convention Hall is basically right across from Circus Circus. Now, you could stay at the Wynn, you could stay at the Trump, you could stay at a lot of places, but you're going to want to stay at one of the casinos that offers a shuttle bus. Now, the shuttle buses take a long time. It might take an hour or two just to get there. One of the best places you could possibly stay for going to the convention is at Resorts World, or the Conrad there, because they have the Tesla Loop underground directly that goes directly from underground from Resorts World directly over to the convention center. And it's not free, but it's a couple of bucks and it's really quick. So for SEMA, that's probably your best bet, in my personal opinion. But keep in mind that if you stay at any of the MGM properties and things, you know, they have that shuttle tram. It goes all the way from Mandalay Bay through MGM, Planet Hollywood, and then cuts through, goes past the Sphere, goes all the way to the Westgate. And that's a pretty cheap ticket. Again, you're going to be waiting in line. You got to climb up the escalator, whatever, and you got to wait, and you take the tram, and it takes a while to get there. But you will get there, and it's a lot cheaper. So, in my opinion, depending on what it is you want to do, like I recommend people stay closer to the airport. You have Mandalay Bay, Delano, Luxor, Excalibur, Tropicana. You have New York, all of those over there on that section that's close to the airport. They're right across from the airport. They're far away from the F1 stuff, and there's lots to do, lots of cheap eats there. And it's, if you don't mind walking, there are the bridges that will go across Las Vegas Boulevard, across Tropicana. You can walk all the way down the strip, depending on how much you're willing to walk, and you can take that tram. But if you're counting on using Ubers, taxis, or renting cars, you really need to rethink that plan, because it's not just about the money. It's about the time that you're going to spend in traffic, the time you're going to spend parking the car, getting in a garage. Then you have to walk through the garage, walk through the casino, whereas, you know, the trams, in my opinion, are one of the best ways to get around. So it just depends on what you're doing. For Halloween weekend, stay over by Fremont Street. For the SEMA show, also by Fremont Street or any place that has a working shuttle. Also look at where the shuttle buses go and look at what the route is for the shuttle buses. Because if you're in one of the casinos that's at the end of the route, it means it's going to take you hours to get back to your hotel. Stay at one of the stops that's closest to the convention hall. You might pay a little extra for the room. You might pay a lot extra for the room. If you can afford it, it's worth it because your time is very valuable. At 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, when the bell rings at the SEMA show and they shut down the convention center, you have hundreds of thousands of people all trying to get an Uber and a cab or a tram or whatever at the exact same time. I've lived here. I've been going to the SEMA show, CES, and the NAB show for 20 years, and I can tell you that it's just worse than ever. There's no way that somebody's going to be able to pull through there, just pick you up, whatever. Waiting in line to get one of the buses takes forever. So for SEMA show, going back to that, Resorts World, taking the Tesla, so far that's been the best thing I've seen. I live here and I park at Resorts World so that I can take the Tesla over in there because there is nowhere to park at the convention center. Nowhere. They have no parking. Like they literally have no parking at the convention center. So renting a car sometimes is worse for you. You might have to drive your car to a casino, pay to park, then use another one of their services just to get in. And you've wasted hours and hours of valuable time and lots of money just trying to get around. That's what happens when you live in one of the most popular visited cities in the world. Here in Las Vegas, we get an average of 130,000 people per day coming to visit. So if you're coming to Las Vegas, I know this video was very long, please like, share, and subscribe to this because I'll have more tips and tricks about this. And send this video to someone who's coming to town. And hey, if you're walking around the SEMA show or whatever, you see me, say hi. I'm Video Bob. Thanks for watching.